Hey y'all, what's up? I know it's been a while, but I am back. My name is Tamaja. I am 18 years old. I attend Bethune-Cookman University. I'm currently a freshman studying mass communications with the emphasis of digital media broadcast. I am from DC, and the rest we will get into later on in this video. Last time I made a video was sometime in early 2021. So in honor of my returns, I just wanted to do an updated Q&A. So I asked people on my Instagram to ask me questions. So let's get into it. If I'm being real, YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. It is something that I've always found myself coming back to. I've always been a creative person since I've been a little girl. Like, you could always find me on the computer, on my iPad. You could always find me making a video or talking to myself in a corner. I always felt like I was on a TV show or something, like, you know, I was meant to have an audience. Like I was meant to, you know, speak to the people. It's just always felt like my calling, and I always come back. I had my first YouTube channel when I was in the 3rd grade. Unfortunately, that channel no longer exists because I took it down. My classmates used to search up my name in class on a projector and play my videos in class. That was so embarrassing, so I just deleted everything, and I regret that to this day. However, it's okay, cause I'm still doing it. I never forgot where I came from, and that's all that matters. So when I had that first YouTube channel, I had my own little talk show. Like, so I've been about this, you know, this is my destiny, this is my calling. That's just how I feel, because I always come back to it. Like every year I always be like, okay, I'm about to get back on my YouTube channel and blah blah blah, and I'll just procrastinate. But you know, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. It all ties into what I want to do for my career. Also because I like to edit, and I just like creating stuff. This is stuff that I've been doing since I was a little girl. It was always meant to be. Anyway, my biggest regret in 2022 would be not remaining consistent and doubting myself, doubting my potential, doubting my skills, and doubting my value, which led to me being inconsistent because I just felt like, and when I say being inconsistent, I mean as far as doing things that I know I'm meant to be doing, like YouTube, like my businesses, like tapping into my craft, like really putting myself out there, like not remaining consistent with that stuff. I really do wish that I would have, you know, locked in when I was supposed to lock in, because like imagine where I would have been right now if I would have really locked in and I wasn't in my head as much as I was. Imagine how far I would have went. Imagine how crazy life would have been for me right now if I would have just locked in and believed in my potential and kept pushing. I think about that a lot. That's honestly why I decided to say, okay, it's either now or never. It's either now or never, and I chose now. What the lady say? Live now. Speaking from the heart, B. Fletcher. But yes, doubting myself and not remaining consistent are my biggest regrets of 2022, because I don't necessarily like regret anything that I've done, but I do wish that I would have, you know, believed in myself to the full extent and really like pushed myself to keep going no matter what. But you know, self-doubt comes into play, and then procrastination comes into play, and then all these other things come into play, but I'm not playing no more. I would say to take someone or something for what they are and not for the potential of what that thing or person can be. That is the biggest lesson I learned. And that also ties into when you see the signs for you to let something go, let it go. Because when you see potential in something, you will want to stick around to see if it'll work out. But if you, I mean, you can stay around to see if it'll work out, because you know you have to be patient. You have to, you know, not everything is going to be perfect as soon as you get it or as soon as you start to develop something with somebody. But when you see a problem and then you voice the problem and you try to fix the problem, or you try to, you know, not necessarily fix it, but you know, get it to grow from point A to point B and it's not going anywhere, you need to let it go. Especially when it becomes one-sided, you need to let it go. And that's something that I had to really take in, and something that I really had to, I mean, you want to know what's so crazy, because I already knew these things, but it's like when you're really in a situation where you have to let go, it is so hard. It is so hard, but I gotta put me first, Lucius. So that's what I had to do, and I had to let go of some people and some things this month, actually this week, well, last week. I had to let it go, and I'm proud of myself for finally like cutting all ties, because it's time to move on. I saw a quote earlier and it said, the new life that you want so bad required you to remove everything from your old one completely. And that's real, because if you're still holding on to something from the past, it's going to keep tugging you back to, you know, entertain whatever it is. Cut those ties and let it go. Really discipline myself because, woo child. As of right now, I would say Beyonce. I say Beyonce because now that I'm older and I look back at her documentaries and like her behind the scenes of her like preparing for tours or like big performances or preparing an album, I rewatched Homecoming. She's so creative, and it's the way that she like really puts her all into everything that she does, you know what I'm saying? And as a creative, it is necessary to look into people like that, like people who really work hard and who are involved in every single detail, and they put out quality work all the time. Anytime she puts something out, it's always going to be, you know, top tier. The production levels are out of this world, and I just love her. My favorite artist right now is Mariah the Scientist. Like, her music has helped me so much over the past 2 years. And my favorite song by her right now would be Only Human for me, because it's only human to make a few mistakes. Do you believe in a second chance? Won't give you another reason to second guess. You know, regrets, I do my dance for. I love that song. I seen her live in May, and I'll see her live again and again and again. Period. I'll definitely say that video that I uploaded in the summer, if you have not seen it, I suggest that you go watch it, because I really had a ball that day. That day was so much fun. If you did not watch it, basically my college friends, we walked to the beach. It's a pretty lengthy walk at like, what, 5 o'clock, so it was starting to get dark. And we just had a really good time. Like, we were just kicking it at the beach. We had, you know, some food, some drinks. You know, it was a vibe. Top 2, and it's not number 2. That's all I'm gonna say. The first 3 months of college, August, September, October, it was cool. It was easy going. August and September, you know, it wasn't really too hardcore yet. We're still like getting in the flow of things. Well, I was still getting in the flow of things. And in October, you know, that's when I really adjusted to, you know, my schedule, how to like go through each day, and how to like do things in a way that it'll keep me, I don't know, sane and not overwhelmed. But then once we got to November, that's a whole nother story. November put me through hell. I don't even want to talk about it, because I'm actually traumatized. I couldn't even fully enjoy my homecoming because it was just so much going on. And I'm not even just talking about academically, because I was having trouble in one class, my math class. It's always math. The exam scores, the homework didn't really weigh much for my percentage in the class. So my first 2 exams, I got a horrible score on them. So I was sitting at an F for a long time. And by the grace of God, I passed my finals, and it put me up to a C+. So yeah, and I finished the semester with a 3.0. Despite all of the trials and tribulations, it was beyond the academics. I was going through things physically, and mentally. So it was a lot. I do look forward to the spring semester. I have a lot of things in store. Now I know what to expect, so I know how to move, and I'm just really excited. I'm just excited to really get into the things that I have going on right now. I can't really speak on them. Meek Mill. I would definitely say these last 5 months have been my seeding season. You know, I'm collecting my seeds. I'm mapping out which seeds I need for what, and for 2023 I'm trying to plan them. I just expect 2023 to be my year of doing and producing things and planting those seeds. When I think of my future self, I literally see her. I see how she dresses, carries herself, talks. So to ensure that I become this person that I constantly see in my head, I know that I have to keep going. I actually have a vision board, so that also keeps me motivated, because that vision board is a representation of the person that I see in my head. And my vision board is at school. I think I have a picture of it. You know, the person that I see in my head gives me motive, because it's like, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, I'm never going to see that girl. Yeah. So I'm kind of like focusing on another wave. I'm not really interested in doing that right now. I will like to get back into it eventually, but not right now. For those who don't know, I am a dancer, I'm a model, because I'm still those things forever and always, but I'm just not currently in practice right now. Like I said, I am in college. Expect a lot, because I am a graphic designer, creative director, and content creator. I want to be a videographer. I'm utilizing this channel to take you all on my journey through school, finding myself, finding my place in the creative realm, and you know, just getting into my career. Just a whole lot of creative shit, and I can't wait. If you feel like you would like to get to know me a little bit more, feel free to comment down below questions and I'll do another Q&A. So yes, that's all from me, and I hope you decide to stick around, and I'll see you in the next video.